Most AI image generators are good enough, but you don't want good enough, do you? Because there are only 4 AI models currently that professionals use every day. Now, knowing which of these 4 models fits you specifically is what will really set you apart from anyone else. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through all of them and show you what is good and bad about it. So by the end of it, you'll know exactly which image generator will fit your personal needs the best. The first AI image generator from the list has already established itself in the space, but what's really impressive is that it did it in record time. It was launched last week, and it's already making the headlines everywhere. And that's because it generates incredibly high quality images at a fast speed that nobody has seen before. I'm talking about Nano Banana 2, and Google did some massive updates from the last version. Now it has world knowledge, high consistency across generations, precise text rendering, and much more. The first thing we're going to test is realism. For this, I'm going to use a global prompt across all AI image generators on the list, so you can easily see the main differences between them. I'm going to use an all-in-one platform that gives me access to all the models in the same place. And today, I'll be using OpenArt. So if you want to follow along, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, after you log in, this is the home page you see. Click on Create Image and select Nano Banana 2 as the model. For the global prompt, I want to see how realistically it can generate a young woman sitting on a swing in nature, so I'll paste in this prompt. Let's click Generate and see the results we get back. The image was created extremely fast, but I can see this didn't affect the quality at all. The woman looks very natural. The skin texture is exactly like I was expecting. She has an authentic expression on her face, and she looks exactly at the camera like we asked. But what I really like about this is how the warm light goes into her hair. Now for the swing, I don't think there's anything I can point out. The wood has clear moss on it and a few cracks that make it look part of nature. But now let's see how Nano Banana 2 manages consistency across different generations. For this, I'm going to do something wild. I'm not going to take a person and generate 2 similar images. I'm going to take 5 different characters to test the actual limits of this generator. For the first image, I want to have 5 cartoon monsters in a classroom, so this is the prompt I'll type. I really like the cartoon style it gave to the characters. They look actually funny and adorable at the same time. But let's see if they'll keep their characteristics in the next generation. For this one, I want them to be outside, playing football together. And here's the result we get back. It's really solid. The characters look exactly the same, even though the environment is completely different. Now the characters even have new emotional expressions on their faces. And with Nano Banana 2, you can do this with objects also. It makes it very simple to create consistent scenes and storyboards. But what really sets this model apart from most image generators is the knowledge. Now Nano Banana 2 has real-world knowledge and can do web searches every time it needs them. For example, if I want to create a weather infographic for 5 different countries today, I can ask Nano Banana this. As you can see, this is real-time data. I have the exact temperature from 5 different countries, the exact time in each place, and a nice photo of them. This is the kind of thing that would have required a lot of manual work, like research and organizing the data, but now it can be done with just one prompt. And if you saw already, this model is incredibly good at text rendering. So let's make a poster about a beginner chef searching for a restaurant job in Paris. Inside, I want to include a description, a phone number to call, and the salary. So this is what I'll ask Nano Banana. There's literally no mistake inside. Every single word is accurate and legible. We also got all the things we asked for: the description, phone number, and the base salary. But because the restaurant is in Paris, the job post should also be in French, but this shouldn't be a problem for Nano Banana. Now we have the same job post with the same font and style in French. It's incredible what it can do, especially when you think that 3 months ago, every AI model was heavily struggling with any text. Every time you tried to get more than just a few words in an image, it was complete gibberish. But Nano Banana has completely raised the bar for all image generators, and not just for the text rendering, but also for the fast quality it produces. So let's see if the next model can keep up with it, or if Google is the new winner of the entire AI race. It's called Flux 2 Pro, and it's actually one of the few models that render images at 4 MB resolution. So this means the final results are top quality, and it has a premium look on textures and details. Most AI image generators use a small 1 megapixel photo and then upscale it digitally, but Flux 2 Pro takes a different approach. So let's go on OpenArt and put it to the test. Now before I show you where this generator actually shines, let's go over the general prompt. I'll paste it in and wait for the result. You can instantly see this is super sharp. The details on her face are really good, and it seems like the photo has been taken by a professional camera. The background looks normal, but I think Flux nailed the textures of the rope. I can actually see every single twisted line inside. Now, this model is well known for creating extremely detailed textures, so almost every single image you create looks like it was taken with a 4K camera. And if you want to generate UGC content, this one can come in very handy, especially if it's a skin product, because once you have a good reference photo, you can use the image to video feature and turn it into a realistic clip. So let me show you how I can generate the perfect image with this prompt. First, the cream product in her hand is just like we asked, which is perfect. Now if you zoom in a little bit, you can see how detailed and real this looks. Many AI models used to create people and objects that looked so perfect that you could instantly tell it wasn't real, but Flux manages to combine the human touch with resolution quality. So let's test it out one more time, but now I want to see more textures than just human skin. I want to see how well it manages to create fabric, hair, and other types of skin. So I'm going to paste in this prompt. Now we finally start to see what Flux is capable of. First of all, the details are insane. Her eyes are vibrant, and the warm light that falls on her skin makes even the smallest details pop up. Her eyebrows feel realistic, and at the same time, they are very clean. The white fur scarf came out perfectly, and even the snake skin has the right texture with different colors. So Flux is definitely one of the best when it comes to high quality details that look like they were shot in 4K. But when it comes to cinematic lighting, there's another image generator that gets the best results, and that's because it uses a method called the visual chain of thought. This one alone helps it calculate how light should realistically filter through objects. So before I tell you more about it, let's see the image it generated for our general prompt. The dappled sunlight filters through the leaves perfectly. The light effect on her hair will likely be the most natural here, because it looks like actual light wrapping around fibers rather than a digital glow. Now this image was generated by Kling O3, and because it is built on a video-first engine, it understands tension. You can actually see the hemp rope being straight as it has tension on it, because the woman is sitting on the swing. So this proves Kling understands the physics and logic behind actions. Just take a look at the generation I created with this prompt. Kling rendered the chain as a rigid, vibrating line under immense stress, and it also has the impact logic of the ball. The wall didn't just disappear, it crumbled from the point of contact outward. And one more thing that might seem obvious, but I've seen models get wrong, is that the brick broke rather than the iron ball. So it understands the law of physics, which is very important for realistic images. But it's not the only one that understands the logic behind how things work. In fact, there's a brand new image generator that could possibly be better at this. It was developed by the same company behind TikTok, and it's supposed to get even more updates in the following weeks. It has a reasoning brain that helps it understand physics and logic better. This tool is Seedream 5.0. Now it's no longer just looking at some keywords from the prompt and generating nonsense, it thinks through it. That's why more and more people are now using it to create images with real knowledge, like architecture, history, and geography. And this is scarily accurate. Just take a look at how I designed a full room in just a simple prompt, and the quality is really impressive. But more than that, the architectural information is right, so you can now plan your entire dream house before going to a real architect. This feature alone made Seedream 10 times better at generating 3D spaces and real depth. Because what usually happens with other models is that every few generations you get glitch results where objects are randomly floating or clipping through each other in impossible ways. That's no longer a problem with Seedream. You always get logical images even when your prompt is weird like this. Now there's one thing that made thousands of people swear this is the best image model in 2026. But before I tell you what it is and how to take advantage of it, let's actually test the global prompt. The woman is perfectly matching the swing's motion, and it's good to see that her hands are actually gripping the rope. The overall shadows and reflections look good. The only thing I think is a bit off is the texture, especially on her face. Nano Banana and the rest of the models on our list do a better job here. And by now, I think you've already realized that all these models have their own strengths and weaknesses. One is really good at realism, while the other is the king of cinematic light. So it depends on every new project which model is considered the best. But now, let's go back to that one feature that people are going crazy about. Up until now, every image generator could edit a photo for you, but there was a massive problem. If you had a photo of a coffee mug on a table and asked the AI to replace it with a smaller one, older models would change the mug, but ignore the surrounding effects. The reflections and shadows on the table would stay the same as the original mug. But now, Seedream takes everything into consideration. You don't need editing software anymore. You just need to type one prompt and it's done. So let's take this image with the mug of coffee and tell Seedream to change the size and make it beige. Everything changed accordingly. The color, the size, and even the shadows. Seedream is really good at understanding the creative goal behind your prompts and editing images, but it's not as great at textures as Nano Banana or Flux 2 Pro. So if you ask me which one is the best, I honestly can't tell you one single answer. All of them are the best at one specific thing, so it totally depends on your project. But this doesn't mean you need to buy 4 different subscriptions to get access to all of them. OpenR gives you everything in one place and under one subscription. And not just the 4 AI models from today, you also get access to all the best AI video generators, so you can create your own workflow. So if you want the top quality AI images and videos, I'll leave a link to OpenR in the description. Go sign up and start creating. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.